Oh, hey, everybody. Long time no see. Oh, I came to talk to y'all about a few things. So, anybody interested in coming up, I put the link up there. But I'm going to talk to y'all today about House Bill Resolution number 7, how that will affect women. What else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, social space platforms, alternatives to TikTok that are Black owned. You have quite a few, but there's 2 Black ones I want to show you in particular that works very similar to YouTube. Okay, so that way, instead of us always giving our money to white social media platforms, we could empower Black people to empower other Black people. All right, I'll be with y'all. I'm getting some more. I'm in the back pulling up stuff for y'all. I was waiting for y'all to come in because who even knows if the alerts go out, because God knows when the last time I did a live. I don't even remember. It's been so long. All right, so this one is called Blam Flam. There we go. Blam Flam. What's this? Blamazon? Oh, yeah, that's the Black Amazon. That's hilarious to me. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, but this is actual Blam Flam, right? No, Blamazon. Blam Flam, here we go. I'm trying to get it. Hold on, y'all. Blam Flam reviews. We don't need that. Blam Flam commercial. Oh, they got a commercial. Let me do it like this. Okay, let's see. Blam Flam. Here it is. They updated it. Let me see what it looks like. Let me see what they've done. Blam Flam. Oh, 2.0. Okay. I have no idea what the 2.0 is.
I don't know what that means. Messy talk teas. They're crazy. Unleash your potential. How you can help. We want all right. Okay. Okay, so here it is. 5 other social media sites you could check out: Melanin People, The Cookout, Fan Base, Isaac Hayes' grandson, and another one called Bean. And then you also have Blam Fam, and Weekend Folk. Let me see if I can find the Weekend Folk. Hold on. Weekend Folk. Okay, let's see. Weekend Folk. Where are you? Weekend Folk. And where is it? Oh, it's a black woman. She opened it up in 2023, but where's the app? It might be let me see. Weekend Folk on the it got 100,000 users. Where is it? Oh, it's probably in the store. I hate when they do that and they don't tell you where the hell it's at. Yeah, it's in there. Oh, this is what it looks like. Weekend Folk. Okay, I got it. All right, so let me get the other one. Let's see, where's the other one at? Look at that one. It was one more. Hold on. Where's that other one at? Ooh, la da da, la da da, la da 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 da. 6 a.m. Do, 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 do. Da, da, da. La, da, da. That's the only 2 black owned? No, Fan Base. And Fan Base is good, y'all. If you get, I think it's like $299. He gives you 80 shares in the company while he's trying to what is he trying to do? He's trying to get new investors to make his platform better, more improved. I'm gonna do it. Let me just go get it to see if y'all are interested. Just put it there. You never know. Let me just get it. Fan Base. Hopefully, we'll see if it has the investment. Oh no, let me go to it. It's right here. Fan Base investment. Just to give y'all. So he's looking for crowdfunding campaign. He's trying to reach 17 million. This is Isaac Hayes' grandson, Isaac Hayes the third. So we can play a little video for him. He got it up here. Why not? I mean, he's trying to do the right thing, so we could oblige. All right, there we go. What is this Blamazon? Is this Black Amazon? Because if it is, I'm about to lose my complete fucking mind. All right, I'll tell you right now. No, it's not. It's an app, but it's in the app store. Okay, so I'm gonna get that one too. All right. Where's all my 4 people? Where's everybody at? What the fuck going on here? YouTube is on some fucking bullshit. This is some bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to my homepage and put up a message, let people know I'm actually fucking live. You know, YouTube is on some bullshit. Hate YouTube. I really do. I fucking hate them. They suck ass. They always doing shit like that. Always fucking with people. Just put the goddamn shit up so everybody can come see. I guess they figure we gonna get you for not being here. I was living on TikTok, y'all. But now TikTok about to go. I'm happy. They get that shit out of here. Oh, this is annoying. This shit right here. Pardon me, y'all. All right, hold on. What the fuck? Can you stop playing, please? Oh my god, YouTube is so fucking annoying. How many ways do I hate YouTube? A lot. A lot of ways. A lot of fucking ways. YouTube sucks so badly. So fucking badly. And now they think they running shit because everybody coming back to YouTube. We was on TikTok, but not for long. Not for long, mother hoppers. Not for long. All right, let me just put one up on the community page. All right. We're making it capital. Live currently going on. Come on, where you at? Come through. Hold on. Come through, black women. Look where y'all at, man. It's Saturday. Y'all supposed to be chilling at home. All right. Oh. All right. Stop huffing and puffing. What you doing? All right. All right, let me get back to it. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. All right, everybody. This is what I came to say. Y'all saw the title for this live. This is about black women. We're not going back to any form of submission in society in 2025, y'all. We done with all that bullshit. I put my glasses up so I gotta read something or whatever. Look, is this serious, right? I've been over on TikTok, right? I've been fighting with people on their lives. I've been fighting with black males. I've been fighting with black women. We don't need any more black women feeling like they need to conform to some dude or black dude's opinion of who they're supposed to be in order to fall into this patriarchal marriage shit and family unit that people have been telling you for years that is going to be the magical cure to all of your problems in your life and make life wonderfully blissful for you, which is a lie. So we all are not stupid. We all have seen the changes in the content, the context of the content, the material that's being put out on many different social media platforms due to black women standing up and saying, enough bullshit is enough. I am basically centering myself, doing what I need to do for me first, and I'm not worrying about a relationship. I'm not putting an emphasis or no high goal or value on being somebody's mother or being somebody's wife or girlfriend. I am perfectly content with pursuing in life the things that make me feel good, the things I've always wanted in life, the things that I want to go after in life without any limitations, without any restrictions, and anybody trying to beat me down from securing what I want to do in life. I'm living life for me and only me the way that I was supposed to on this earth, not to live life so I can participate in populating the country so that rich white dudes could get richer and they can live off of black labor and make white wealth. They can abuse free labor from women who are inside homes, giving up over a million hours of free labor in food preparation, home cleaning, child care, tending to egotistical black males or any other type of male. Dead issue. No more free labor from anybody. If you are an adult, whether you be woman or man, get your ass into this society. Do what you got to do for yourself. Stop feeling like you're entitled to a black woman's service, comfort, sex, companionship, her taking up space in your life. You are not entitled to that. We are full-fledged people with real life hopes, wants, and dreams that we have been kept from going after, kept from pursuing, kept from doing. And we're not doing that shit no more. I'm so proud of all the black women that I have found new friendship and community with on TikTok, where I've been allowed to speak my piece, be as radical as I've always been about the freedom and the autonomy black women need to have over their bodies. And I'm glad to see that at least on TikTok, I found more women there than I do on YouTube, where they actually hold the same values and they hold the same desires and wants for black women to be financially free, emotionally free, free physically from husbands, boyfriends, family members, whomever, who wants to make us like a living slave to them, where our whole life is about being in service or servitude to them and never doing anything for ourselves. No more of that shit. That shit is over, never to come back. I mean, it's funny now how a lot of people was laughing at, oh, black women ain't never serious. They never do nothing and take nothing serious. They ain't gonna stick to 4B. They can't stick to anything. We fooled the fuck out of y'all, didn't we? We not only sticking to 4B, but we sticking to everything individually we want to do. And we saying, fuck you, you, and you. It's all about us now and only us. That reminds me, black women, there's a march coming up. I think it is January 18th. It's the Women's March in Washington, D.C. Do not fucking go. Do not go. That is for white women, Hispanics, Asians, and all other non-black women who did not vote for Kamala Harris the way they were supposed to. You fucked up your opportunity to have real equality in this life, to stop injustice, and to have feminism be actualized in the form of all women getting all the rights equal to men in every way. You fucked up the opportunity for us to finally ask for equal pay, equal working conditions, to get rid of sexual harassment, all these type of things that plague us day and night in the work environments we're in. And you forfeited all that shit because you all could not wrap your head around the fact that you had an Indian, Jamaican woman trying to be president, and all of your misogyny, your anti-blackness, and just your internalized hatred and internalized patriarchy could not allow you to let the right fucking woman for the job take the job and stop a racist Klansman from coming into office. And now all of you that thought it was a cool thing to try to want to fuck over black women, we ain't shit gonna happen to us. We've been surviving America for 500 years. Ain't a motherfucking thing happening to us, okay? It might happen to all of y'all, including black males, which it is already happening to black males with the amount of black males that are being killed by each other and by law enforcement. This is already happening to them. And this was already told to them within that manifesto, 930 something pages of white racism in the project2025.org that none of you bothered to read or thought that the rest of us telling you that this shit was going to be a problem, you gave a fuck about. But now you're going to feel it. They're going to come for your jobs. They're going to try to automate your jobs out of existence. They're going to come for your social services and try to take away as much from you as possible. The first thing they're going to do is reduce food stamps because they swear to God that food stamps is just going to kill the black community. When it's not, it's going to hurt those poor white women who are the majority of people on welfare and receiving food stamps. It's going to fuck them up. It's also going to fuck up their Section 8, which they have the majority of, and all the rest of that shit they try to make black women the face of when it's actually poor white women. Anyway, child, they have done it to themselves. And to all those hating ass Hispanics who voted like 60-something% for the hatred, bigotry, and anti-blackness of white racist, white rich men, they coming for you motherfuckers first. Okay? They've already started in New York City. They coming for y'all first. Here in New York City, all of you that was getting that carte blanche, so to speak, where you was getting a lot of money for being homeless, not having a place to live, not having a refrigerator or a stove, a lot of y'all are going to get your asses kicked out those shelters in 30 days. And when that white man takes office in January, all of the protections that the state of New York could provide you are going to be overrode or overridden by the federal laws, which he's going to release on us, to the point where you're not going to be able to be protected. And I know you're thinking, she don't know what she's talking about. My councilman the other day, my state senator, who else was talking shit down here? The mayor and the governor said they're going to do everything they can to protect us. They can't do that shit. When a federal law comes down, federal law trumps all those motherfuckers' jobs. The federal government is the ones they go to when they need money, they need permission to do something, or they need additional help. So all that shit they're all telling you now, talking points to get you to vote for them, because please don't forget, this year, November 2025, the mayor's up for re-election, the governor, and all the rest of them municipal motherfuckers that need to get up out of here. And New York City, know that Governor Cuomo trying to be your mayor, okay? So we definitely don't want that to happen. But if y'all keep playing around with these white men the way y'all like to put them in office and fuck up your lives and fuck up the country, then you go ahead and let him become the next mayor of New York and watch how fucked up New York City really get. Before you vote for him, do yourself a favor. Research the history of his father, who also was a representative in New York City. I won't spoil it for you. Go find this out on your own. Hit Google Scholars or Google and find out what Andrew Cuomo Sr. did, and then find out and be reminded, not find out, be reminded of what Andrew Cuomo Jr. did, because he got kicked the fuck out of office. So just imagine the balls and the fucking arrogance of a rich white man who got kicked out of office for being a fucking degenerate towards women, now wants to run the greatest city of the world, right? Without having any respect or seeing women as human beings. He doesn't see the humanity in women, but he wants to be the mayor of one of the greatest cities, the greatest city of the world. Y'all do that shit if you want to. I don't think you should. I was laughing the other day because I thought about how, y'all remember how Curtis Shewell was trying to tell y'all all these fucking people that was trying to be mayor was full of shit, and that you should have voted for him because he was speaking money to you the same way Kamala was speaking money to you, and you said no to her, and you said no to Curtis Shewell the same fucking way. And do you know you would have been better off if you had voted in Curtis Shewell? Did you see what is happening now in New York City as a result of Mayor Adams? The guardian angels are back on the subway systems protecting New Yorkers, right? People are happy when they see them come through the trains. They happier to see them than they are when the police come. Who do you think was heading those guys? It's been Curtis Shewell since like 1980 something, or maybe 80 something, 1980 something. So he's back in the streets. He's doing everything he needs to do. I really hope he does run for mayor again, because I would certainly vote for him. Okay. He understands. He wanted to make whole all the people that the mayor fired over that whole COVID shot requirement shit. And don't forget, when the mayor did that shit, like a year and a half ago, almost 2, he took out like 2,000 New York City workers, made them lose their homes. They lost jobs. They were completely homeless. They had no retirement. He fucked them over royally. And these are the things y'all need to remember and reflect back upon when it is time for election in November 2025. Okay? Remember all that shit I just told you. Because all of them are going to come out from out of the woodworks, talking to you, promising you all types of bullshit they can't deliver. Because they banking on you forgetting what the fuck happened every year of their term. So take your time. Google is free, right? Go on Google, whether it be Google regular search or Google Scholars, and you look up all the shit from each year they was in office and be reminded of all the fuck shit they did that has your life turned upside down, and why now him and the governor are trying to do damage control while fucking us over at the same time. They just put in this congestion pricing shit for New York City. We got to pay like $9 to go from borough to borough, and we still live within the fucking area, the borough areas. It makes no sense. There's no way for New Yorkers to travel free. In addition to that, these greedy motherfuckers with the MTA, they get an increase in fare every motherfucking year, and the service is still shitty. All these things you have to think about, New York City. We need to come to a huge consensus as poor people in New York City to bankrupt New York City for 2 whole days by not using any public transportation, not buying anything, not spending your dollar 1 penny in this city for 2 whole days to show them you fuck with the people fuck back with you. Y'all better get hip and recognize your power and your strength and put these rich motherfucking white people back in check, because they are losing their fucking minds. They really are. And they only going to get crazier the more y'all don't start telling them, we ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. Nah, we not. So while I'm on the line of talking about shit we not going for, let me show y'all what, and this is what this live is a lot about, y'all. This is about not complying. We will have non-compliance. You understand me? Right now, you have a House resolution bill. Let me show y'all where these white men, right? Because remember, they done voted all the women off all the committees that speak about health care, women's rights, and everything else concerning women. That means employment, education, child care, health care, everything that concerns us, our rights, everything. Only men are on this fucking committee, right? All right. They've decided, and I'm going to show it to you in a minute, they want to make it where women no longer have any say over their own body's health, medical health. You cannot make decisions for yourself anymore. You need to have the input of your whole family, whatever that consists of, and your so-called husband. Now, my question is, what happens to the women who don't have a husband or have a family? Would we just die? We don't get no medical attention at all because we didn't choose to have a piece of shit husband and a fucked up family, children we don't fucking want to be bothered with. And let me add on to that by saying young black women do not have any fucking children. Do not have any children for the next 5 years. Wait these motherfuckers out. They're doing all this pressurous shit on us to make us poor, be in relationships and marriages with motherfuckers we don't want to be in, and lock us in where we're trapped and can't get out. And they want to make us have children we don't want, don't need, and can't motherfucking afford, because they want bodies, actual bodies they can use to make money off of us and not even give us a fucking dime off of all the money they're going to make off of those bodies. Don't you fucking do it. Don't do it. Stock up now on all of your birth control, medication, shots, pills. Store that shit. That, I forget what it's called, the one that comes, the little pill starts with an M that comes by mail. You can buy that in New York City freely. Just go online and order it. Comes right to your house by mail. That can sit on the shelf for 5 years. Get it. Get it. And if you have complications, get your ass to New York City so a doctor can literally help you. There's a lawsuit pending right now in New York City against Texas and New York, where a woman from Texas needed to have an abortion. They tried to stop her. She came to New York. New York said, let's go, girl. Let's get it. They did it. She went back home. Texas tried to invoke those bullshit laws that they have. And now both states, the Attorney General from New York and the Attorney General from Texas, are fighting each other over that one woman. New York is not standing down. New York said, we will protect any woman who wants to exercise her rights over her own fucking body. And that's the way all of y'all need to understand it and move accordingly. Stop having these dudes live in your house. Get them the fuck out. Don't give them squatters' rights. Don't give them no ability to stay in your house and make your life crazy, because these rich white dudes are coming to get into office to put every single woman into slavery and fucking misery. I don't play that bullshit about that. What's that book y'all be talking about all the fucking time? Handmaid's Tale. Fuck that book. Fuck all them characters in that movie. Fuck all them people. They were all a bunch of cowardly bitches. There ain't no fucking way in the world a motherfucker gonna have me churning milk and I got access to a motherfucking pitchfork and a big ass axe. And I'm gonna sit there and be told what the fuck to do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that pitchfork and run that shit straight through your fucking chest. I'm gonna take that axe and separate this from this. Ain't no fucking way. So I don't understand how women are out here voluntarily saying dumb shit like, oh, they're trying to take us to the what's the name of that shit again? Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. That stupid shit, that book and all that movie. I wish they fucking would. I would be the poster woman for fucking madness and serial killing. Do you understand me? My face would be the example. It really would. I wish the fuck they would. So anyway, The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I forget. I don't commit memory no stupid shit like that, because that's whenever something comes down to shit like that, that's a battle of the will and the courage. You got the will to live differently, and then you got to have that courage in your chest to make the change. You got to understand that this shit is fundamentally wrong. I'm not fucking going for it. And you're going to either give me liberty for real, or you damn sure going to be giving me death, because I'll be goddamn if I go back into servitude or any type of indentured any fucking thing after my people spent almost 500 years in that shit. I'll be goddamn. You understand? So anyway, they trying it though. And you got to pay attention, y'all. This is why, let me put this shit up here with me while I'm talking shit. This is why you have to like pay attention to the real news, okay? In addition to just listening to TikTok and YouTube, you know, talking whatever shit they're saying, because let me tell you something. It's real shit going on out here that they're trying to make sure you don't pay attention to. And this is one of them, okay? This is fucking one of them. This is House Resolution Bill number 7, all right? Now, I'm going to jump back in here and I'm going to read some shit to you for you to understand. This is the shit they do when they're putting dumb shit on the television for you to pay attention to, like Donald Trump. He's not getting sentenced for his 34 charges, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? We already knew they wasn't going to put that old dementia motherfucker in jail. They're not. So why are we talking about him? We know they're going to let him get away free, right? They're not even trying to enact a real thing they could do to get rid of him, which is in the Constitution. What is it? Amendment 14, Section 3. You can't have a fucking felon as a president of the United States, but yet they letting him do it anyway, okay? So now while they're trying to gaslight us and smoke screen us with dumb shit like that, and what else was they talking about that was totally stupid? Oh, the them shits that ride in the sky. Them y'all know what I'm talking about. The spaceships, the aliens y'all thought was riding around in the skies when they were nothing but why is my brain doing this today? Y'all know what I'm talking about. My mind just can't work today. But anyway, you're worrying about aliens. You're worrying about unidentified flying objects in the sky, which was really China conducting tests, and the military was aware of it. So was America. But to keep you thrown off of the possibility of a real war and engagement in war, right? Drones. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate you, because I was brain dead for a minute, right? So instead of them telling you the truth about these drones, which was actually China doing the same shit they did years ago or a year or two ago when they did that shit with the balloon. Remember they put the balloon up in the sky, was taking pictures and shit? Well, now they have perfected their ability to maneuver things in the air through our airspace, avoiding the fact that you have air, like, what do they call it again? It's like certain designations of air, right, that are legally protected. So when you go into these areas, these different air zones, right, you're in violation. They're able to bypass that shit and keep doing all the stuff they need to do and getting closer and closer to the people within the city, literally on the ground. And you never know what they could do with these drones. Drones could carry weapons. They could carry all types of shit if they built the right way. And there is a way to do it, but we're not talking about that right now. We can do that in another video. But the point of what I'm talking about is to show you that they are deliberately misleading you with nonsense to keep you from understanding that they are doing all of this slick shit in the background while we focusing on Trump, other silly shit, entertainers, performers, and etc., when they're in the background making laws like this. So we're going to go over this law, and then I'm going to go to the websites for y'all to see this shit in real time and to read this stuff before it hits us in the head without us knowing about it. Now, before I keep going, I want you to know that this has been proposed. This has not become a real thing yet. But if people are not aware of these things and are not allowed to put pressure on your elected officials to say, you better not vote for that fucking bill. If you vote for that bullshit, you're going to definitely be voted out of office as soon as your time comes. That's the pressure you got to put on them to make them do the right thing. This is why they put all this silly smokescreen shit out front, so they could do this wickedness in the back. All right, so let's get into this. And mind you, this shit is only about women. This ain't about nobody else. This is about them trying to control women, because women are the only people on the face of this earth that can repopulate the earth. So notice women and pay attention, get highly offended, get mad, get angry, get fucked up about it, because they are trying to tell you, us being able to police your womb, tell you what the fuck to do with your body. We don't give a fuck how it affects you, is all we care about. We don't give a fuck about you. We care about making you do what we need and want you to do, which is to put more ignorant motherfucking males on this planet. They don't care about you having daughters. They want you to have sons. And that is the one thing, black women, we do not want you as black women to do. Don't bring no more fucking males into this world. We have too many of them. And in our black community, they're not doing the right thing. We need to scale them motherfuckers down all the way close to obliteration. Do you understand me? We don't need any more of them. All they do is socialize each other to become fucking idiots that project their unhappiness and their self-hatred onto black women and little girls by taking us out of this world by way of black femicide and human trafficking. One more thing before I get to this, black women. Hold your children close. Pay attention to your young teenage girls and your little preteens. I've seen many stories on TikTok this month alone of black women crying about their daughters who just literally went missing. These motherfuckers are snatching up black women walking down the street. These are black males doing this. You understand? Carry your weapons. Carry your cell phones. Have a game plan. Have 2 weapons on you for the first attack and then the follow-up second. Have your phone able to speed dial police and anybody you know that could come and help you or whatever it is that they could do. Not somebody that's just going to scream and shit on the other end of the phone. Somebody who got one of these or a big ass one of these that's going to show up and put in work. Have all that shit in your phone, one after the other, so that as you fighting, you could scream out to Siri, program your phone, however you got to do it. Siri, call 911. Take my location. I'm being physically attacked. Do that. While you are fending off this person, reach for your blade, reach for your this, whatever you got on you, but make sure you got something and defend yourself, other women and girls, because let me tell y'all, on TikTok the other day, it was 5 black women talking about how their daughters just went to work, school, never came home. They still ain't found them. There was a 7-year-old little girl that was was abducted by a 17-year-old boy, right? He got arrested. The little girl fought the dude off, got away from him. He got arrested. He came back to that lady's house trying to get that little girl again the same night. Got arrested the second time. Now he's not out. But you understand how hard they going for black girls and women, because black women are waking up and understanding that we are better off by ourselves in our own communities, taking care of ourselves, other women and children, the same way our sisters in Kenya have figured this shit out before we started doing it, okay? You have to get to this point, because in America right now, we are the biggest fucking commodity every fucking body here is trying to sink their teeth in. We have always in this country been the group of women that they use to procreate and build up the country. They use our black children's bodies for their personal use, their recreational use, their mental issues abuse, and for private industry abuse. Making money off putting our kids in jail, all types of systems they've created in this country that make money for them and not us. We saw this each and every time there's a shooting. Think about what happened. The one that always comes to my mind is Mike Brown and Ferguson. They killed Mike Brown. When they went into the whole background and discovery and change of Ferguson, Missouri, it exposed how that little town was damn near extorting black people by writing them tickets they couldn't afford, putting them in jail they couldn't get out of, taking their property because they couldn't pay for the things that the tickets they was piling up on top of them like that was going crazy. The fees they had to pay for attorneys they couldn't afford, court fees, this fees, that fees, prison fees. Listen, they was just fucking doing those black people in that little town. But because of Mike and what his death exposed, that whole turnover of that town gave a new level of enforcement of right and wrong. It gave a new level of empowerment to those black people. Those black people stood up. They fought back against the system. They got into the council. They got into the state. They got into the city. They got into the Congress. They changed that place. And this is what all of us have to do everywhere we live. Because they coming for us, because everybody leeches off of us. Everybody, including the black male, they all leech off of black women. When black women have all these kids, these strategists, they watch our children grow. They wait till they get about the 3rd grade, 4th grade, and then they say to their buddy, hey, start building that other prison. Start getting those foster homes ready. Start getting those group homes ready. Start doing this, start doing that. Start getting those, how should I put it? Street pharmaceuticals ready. Get all that ready, because we got a whole batch of them that we've already targeted and pinpointed that they could be the next replacement. Get that ready. We're going to start rolling them out. You got to start looking at life like this. These motherfuckers are on the hunt and we're the fucking prey. And you got to stop being the prey. You have got to. And you got to stop going along with shit like this. You have to learn how the system works so you can nip this shit in the bud. This is just a proposal now, a bill they want to come and make this shit happen. We have to know where to find this shit and go, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way am I taking this. In no fucking way am I voting for any representative who's going to actually back this bullshit. And this goes especially for the black women that sat their ass at home and listened to some stupid black motherfucker they living with who convinced them that voting is not going to do anything for them and that they don't have a say in this shit anyway, and was listening to that dumbass fucking Dr. Umar saying that dumb shit too. Let me ask you a question. Where's Umar and your man at when you gonna be dying from a high risk miscarriage, or you have a high risk pregnancy and you about to die? Where those motherfuckers at? Are they gonna come through flying through the window with a cape to save you and make these motherfuckers do what they supposed to do? I think not. So I think you need to stop listening to those motherfuckers especially. And when it comes to voting for women's right, bring yourself, bring your mama, and bring your daughter, and make sure every black woman has 3 people voting for everything that has to support black women. And stop playing out here, because we getting fucked over the most. Did y'all not see how when they pulled up the numbers for the votes, that everybody in this motherfucker voted against a black woman? You know why they did that, right? Because all these people feel like they living better regardless of their circumstances, as long as they live better than a black person, and especially a black woman. Because they already see our community. They see that the black women are the ones with the education, the jobs, and trying to move up and be just like everybody else in America. They see the black dude. He's not doing shit with his life if he's not an athlete, a fucking rapper, or somebody that made it somehow in business, and then he throws his blackness away and wants to become a white man. Everybody sees this. So they know that the only people that they got to try to compete with to try to be better than is black women. And if they keep us suppressed and oppressed, they don't have to work that hard to be better and to have better than us, because we're going to have nothing. And that's what all those motherfuckers was voting for. What they did not understand is that you can't trust white people no matter what you do. You can't trust them. And the black dudes that believe in being conservative and going along with the white men who have been planning this about them for 3 years, it's 3 years of videos on YouTube, 3 years of videos on TikTok, where you have white Republican men talking about how stupid black males are and how it would be easy to trick them into being conservatives, right? And isn't that the main fucking argument and recruitment that they've been talking about they're trying to be lately? Excuse me. I don't know if you've seen it, but I was on a panel like that the other day, and I couldn't believe the shit I was hearing. They was calling themselves socialists and all types of crazy shit, leftists, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with these dudes? I'm just listening, because I'm saying, what's wrong with just voting the right way instead of giving yourself a title and worrying about being in with people and just doing the right fucking thing? If you know that this motherfucker, no matter what he calls himself or what he says he stands for, if he's trying to get something passed that is going to be harmful to everybody, it's real simple. Just don't vote for the motherfucker. It's that simple. It doesn't matter. Just don't fucking vote for him. Vote for the person that's doing the right fucking thing. It's really that easy. That easy. Then we don't have to run around being like Dr. Umar saying and calling people plantation coons and all this other dumb shit, because believe me, when these people come for you, when you sick and you feeling like, oh my God, somebody help me, in the hospital bed, in the emergency room, it's not going to be no Umar, no boyfriend, no husband coming to do shit to save you. So give these motherfuckers up and start fighting for feminism, women's rights, all of the things that we need to be recognized, real human beings in this society. To have the same equal standing as a man, that is not a dirty word, nor should be something that you should be running from. That's what the dudes want you to do. You need to wake up about that, y'all. Understand that. And also understand that ain't nobody trying to cut their dick off. Ain't nobody trying to tell them they need to have vasectomies or wear condoms. They only worrying about women's wounds. Women's wounds is what they worrying about. That's all. All right, let's get into this 7. Resolution 7. Let's get into it. So, what state was this in? Let me tell you in a minute. Who introduced this shit? All right, so if you want to find this stuff, let me show you right here. Oh, yeah, at the top. You're going to go to here, congress.gov, right? Go to legislation, and then you can either type in new, whatever, or drop down these menus to see the current bills and stuff they propose. Okay. Who did this? Let me get to it. Let me see who's doing this. Okay, so here, the sponsor was some representative from Arizona, a Republican. His name is Andy Biggs, right? Now you see here, he's on the House Committee of Energy and Commerce, right? All right, so this is the last action, January 3rd, that happened on this proposal. But before we get to it, right, we'll drop the actions in a minute, right? I want to say, okay, you look here, this is the summary, this is the text, the actions that's taken, the titles, the amendments, the co-sponsors, if there's any, the committees, we know is one, he belongs to this committee, Energy and Commerce, right, and other related bills. This is where you get all the information, y'all, of how they be trying to fuck us behind closed doors. So what you want to do is you go down and you start reading this shit. Because remember, this here is just like a little summary of this. It's not the whole thing. So you're going to read this, and here we're going to get into it. So it says, recognizing the importance of access to comprehensive, high-quality, life-affirming medical care for women of all ages. When they say shit like that, that means little girls too, and babies. Understand that, women. Whereas women of all ages should have access to comprehensive, convenient, compassionate, life-affirming, high-quality medical services. They gaslighting and love bombing you right here. This is all fluff and puff bullshit. Okay? They want you to feel like, oh, we on your side. How did he say it? What did he say? We're gonna take care of women. We're gonna do it if they like it or not. I can't remember the exact phrase, but this is that tyrannical shit right here, trying to make it seem like they're doing something that's good for you, but not giving you a fucking choice or saying it. Okay? So then it goes on. Whereas all women should feel empowered and equipped with the knowledge to listen to their bodies and advocate for their health. Pause. How is that a reality when you got bans on our bodies? You got laws taking away our autonomy against our right to say what will happen and what we can do with our bodies. So that's a fucking lie. Let's keep going. Whereas health for women should emphasize the whole woman, yeah, right, including her physical, mental, and what the fuck? All of a sudden now they talking about spiritual wellness. Where does this shit come in at? What the fuck is spiritual wellness? Since when does the government believe in spiritual practices? What the fuck they talking about? What is this shit? Okay. Whereas healthcare for women should also address the needs of men, families, and communities as they relate to the women's health. Let me read that shit again so that y'all get the understanding you need, and I stop going over it. But this is the shit right here. Whereas all women should feel empowered and equipped with the knowledge to listen to their body and advocate for their health. Whereas health care for women should emphasize the whole woman. Emphasize the whole woman. Emphasize the whole woman, including her physical, mental, and spiritual wellness. Whereas healthcare for women should also address, healthcare for women should also address the needs of men, should also address the needs of men, should also address the needs of men, families, and communities as they relate to the women's health. One time for the bullshit. One time for the bullshit. How the fuck does what happens with me and my body have any fucking thing to do with an outside motherfucker? Whether I'm married to him or not, what does it have to do with him? What's affecting me? If I get sick and I'm dying of cancer, that motherfucker is just fine. What does he have to do with anything that has to do with me? And what the fuck does my family and any place I live in have to do with my health care? Are y'all hearing me? Whereas healthcare for women should also address the needs of men, families, and communities as they relate to women's health care. Whereas healthcare centers should include access to social services that empower women to care for their health. Bullshit. Whereas pro-women's healthcare centers, what the fuck is a pro-women's healthcare center? Is a consortium of centers that serves as an example of the high quality, comprehensive, life affirming care that women deserve. Hold up. So you tell me we need to invent some new shit? We need to invent a place where we got special doctors that understand the manifesto and what the fuck the goal is and the great vision of project2025.com is all about, or .org, excuse me, and not the specialists, the private doctors, the HMOs, and all the motherfuckers that exist today that we have a medical history with, a fucking understanding, a relationship with. People who know and understand and who may even have enough fucking courage to fight for us and appeal some shit for us when we need that medication, need that surgery, or need a motherfucker to go. They need a second opinion. They trying to create some shit where we go to fucking centers where they got some bullshit ass consortium that's going to serve as the example of high quality, comprehensive, life affirming care for women. Sound like a fucking medical camp to me, or a medical jail where the doctors in there are going to all be on the same page as these crazy fucking politicians who are going to tell you what they want for you and not what you need for you. That's what I'm reading, okay? Whereas pro-women's healthcare centers is a consortium of centers that serves as an example of the high-quality, comprehensive, life-affirming, that's some scary shit right there, life-affirming care that women deserve. So what you trying to say, son? Don't forget, y'all, there was a fucking representative that was calling for women to be put to death. He was calling for us to be executed if we did not want to go along with these motherfuckers' medical professional doctors' opinions. He was saying that we should get the death penalty for not complying. All right. Whereas every pro-women's healthcare center, certified clinic, so now they're making certified clinics, y'all, has a licensed medical professional. Whereas every pro-women's healthcare center offers comprehensive health services. They keep going back to that because it does not mean what we think it means. They've said that shit like 3 or 4 times, including well woman exams. What the fuck is a well woman exam? Sexually transmitted disease testing and treatment, breast exams, pregnancy testing, prenatal and pregnancy care, miscarriage support. What's that? Fertility awareness instruction, infertility consultation, and on-site or nearby direct referrals for material, emotional, practical, and spiritual. What the fuck is a spiritual resource? And whereas pro-women's healthcare centers has certified healthcare centers nationwide that meet its standards for high quality health affirming, life affirming care, and continue to do so now, therefore be it. Fuck no to this shit. What the hell is a nationwide comprehensive clinic or center that offers life affirming? What the fuck are they talking about? High quality health care. What is that? Black women, what is that? What is that, y'all? Don't you already have emergency rooms, trauma centers, experienced doctors that know exactly what to do for any situation your body goes into? Why do these people have to come along and try to reinvent the fucking wheel? Because it ain't about healthcare. It ain't about helping you. It's about controlling you and trying to do things to you against your will. This kind of shit right here is reminiscent of when they took Black women in the South and Black women in Puerto Rico and forced them to be sterilized, forced them to have surgeries they did not consent to. This shit is reminiscent of that. This shit is reminiscent of all types of medical experimentation that has happened in America. This reminds me of the Tuskegee experiment. This reminds me of when they took all the Asian people and put them in concentration camps in America and was doing all types of shit to them. This is what this shit right here reminds me of. And it needs to wake y'all up to see that they're always plotting on taking our fucking rights away from us. And this is Congress.gov, y'all. Go on here and always see. Let me tell y'all something. Let me stop sharing this for a minute. I want y'all to really understand me, right? Make Congress.gov something that you scroll by. This is where you could catch the shit before it gets started, right? They go there and they put these bills up for the public to read, always thinking that we're never going to give any pushback, that we never going to go, oh, motherfucker, I saw what you did there. I see you trying to come for me, motherfucker. I see you. You think I'm going to vote for this shit? You crazy. What do they say about black folks? They say if you want to keep something from a nigga, you put it in a book, right? This is the shit they literally say. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. That's how they talk about us, because they're dirty motherfuckers at all times. Black women, I'm telling you something. I'm telling you. See, me, I don't worry because they're going to have to kill me, okay? I'm not voting for any fucking thing that goes against me. And if you try to force that shit on me, I'm going to fight you to the fucking death. Period. That's how I get down. I've lived life long enough to know I will not live in this life on my motherfucking knees. I'm going to stand erect and look every motherfucker in the eye. Otherwise, I'm going to lay the fuck down under the ground. You understand? And that's the stance all of y'all need to take. Because the dudes are fucking suckers. They pussies, cowards that ain't trying to do shit. Which is why we at the stage we at. Because if any of them motherfuckers had a backbone, they would have already had changed this shit around by now. Understand that as well. Okay? This shit got to stop. And do not feel defeated because this cracker motherfucker is going into office, because it's not too late. It's never too late. When you stay on top of these laws, they're not laws yet. I misspoke. When you stay on top of these bills, these proposals that become bills that may become laws, and you jump up and down and you make a whole lot of fucking noise about, I'm not going for that shit, you could start to make this motherfucking country do a serious U-turn back to the way it should be. Okay? You have the power to do it. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you don't. And the way you empower yourself is by knowledge, baby. Read the shit they don't think you're reading. In addition to that, let me give you some more help. Let me get my man. Hold on. All right. I've been talking about Dr. Claude Anderson on TikTok all week. Black women, this is your salvation right here in 2 books in my hand. This one talks about how to stop white people from making money off of you by free labor and by duping you into dumb shit to fuck up your life so they can control your life. You understand me? This is called Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. Dr. Claude Anderson worked in the administration under Jimmy Carter. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's on YouTube. Type his name in there. Let me write it on the screen and put it up. Before I do that, this is Paranomics. This explains to black people how to take your fucking money, keep it in your own community, circulate that dollar in your own community amongst other black people, other black businesses. So my money goes into your pocket. Your money goes into my pocket. We get wealthy off of each other before we say, hey, Stephanie, hey, other black person, we need something from the Italian people. We need something from the Jewish people. We need something from the Hispanic people. We need something from the Asian people. But before we go do that, we buy from every black person in and around us. So we build our own communities up from within before we go outside our community with that same dollar. That is how economic empowerment and Powernomics grows the power and the viability of the people within this fucking country of capitalism we live in. You understand me? In America, money talks, bullshit walks. So when you spend your money amongst each other, you give any black person the opportunity to go, hey, you know what? I got an idea of a nonprofit I can start, and it can help my people, and at the same time make money for me. And I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. I'm going to go to the IRS and show y'all so you can do it for yourself if you want to do it. If you start a nonprofit corporation, you use the form 501c3 off of the IRS website. We're going to go get it in a minute. When you start a nonprofit organization, which I'm thinking of doing one because I heard this last night and I've known how to do this, but like most black people, I fucking procrastinate and I get caught up in other shit where my mind is not focused on shit that could be making me money over time if I consistently work at it. Did y'all hear what I said, black women? My mind fucking goes all over the place instead of staying focused on shit I should be working on. That if where I'm consistent on it, it will make me money over time if I stay on it, right? Okay. When you get a 501c3 corporation, you get the corporation first, then you go for the funding. You go for all the free money. Don't take no loans, no banks, none of that shit. The government has enough free money for you in grants. Wherever you live, you're going to go to Google and Google Scholar. You're going to find out what type of grants your state normally gives out for whatever it is you're thinking of doing. You're going to read those shits. You're going to find out how many they have, the different amounts of them that there are. You're going to open up one that has already been done and been approved. You're not going to reinvent the wheel. You're going to take the greatest portion of that shit that you could use that applies to what you're doing, and you're going to add that in your grant proposal and add a little bit more around it to describe what you want to do. When you do that, you're going to send that off and you're going to hold on to the one that you stole a lot of the fucking meat of your proposal from. So that if you get denied, you're going to say, why? You gave so-and-so a grant and their stuff is not very different from mine. And if I am a black woman and this is a white woman, it's an example, right? A white woman providing the same service I want to provide or a little different from mine, and she's explaining to you what I live and what I experienced and was approved, why shouldn't I be approved? And you're going to keep challenging that until you get approved. And once you get approved for one, you're going to get approved for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as many as you need. And if you have one idea, you keep that in one corporation, nonprofit, 501c3 corporation by itself. Your next idea is in another one by itself, and the other one is another one by itself. Because if you fail, and you will, because that's life in business, right? You're going to go back, learn from what you fucked up on. You're going to improve it. You're going to search on the internet to find out how another motherfucker did exactly what you got turned down for. You're going to do what they did, add a little bit more to it, and you're going to get approved. When they give you a grant for, let's say, $800,000, you're not going to be stupid like most people where they get fucked up, right? And you're only going to take 100,000 of that money and pay it to yourself, because as a 501c3 corporation, you can pay yourself as an employee, but you can't pay yourself too much money because then the IRS is going to come for that ass. So if they give you $600,000, $800,000, it's okay if you pay yourself $100,000 and you use all the rest of that money for what it is you said you're going to do. They cool with that. But if you use 200, 300, 400, they're going to look at you like, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to give you enough rope to hang yourself. Keep going. I'm waiting. And the IRS waits 3 years. They gather all their shit up on you and they come for you. So don't do that dumb shit. Okay? Don't do it. And it is enough retired black nonprofit owners online in real life that can tell you this and actually help you when you need help. You're not going to find them in the SBA, which is the Small Business Administration. I'm going to tell you why. Because the FBA is not about grants. Those motherfuckers operate on loans. So it's a whole big difference when you're talking about free money versus finance money and money where somebody going to be like, you owe me motherfucking money. Where's my fucking money? Period. You want to avoid that shit. Okay? So let me put my man in the chat, and then we're going to go see this shit, and I'm going to show y'all everywhere to go to read up on this so that Black women, you make your money, and you help other Black women make money, and we build up the community within our own community amongst ourselves and do what we need to do for us. If Black men don't get on board, well, they don't get on board. They don't give a fuck about us anyway. They're always trying to be white people and white men, so maybe they can go over there with them and they be all right. But we need to take care of ourselves and our children. And we need to begin by pulling all of those fucking magical fucking abilities out of this brain and putting them into this real life situation. Because there's a lot of Black women out there that know how to cure. Well, we already had a Black woman cure cancer. So we need another Black woman to think about all the things those cancer patients need. Transportation, the companionship, people to work out their fucking bills, and everything that goes with suffering with cancer. We need Black women to think about our babies who are in foster care, who need everything from a mama and a daddy to a place to live permanently, how to get to fucking college instead of going to the jail. All right? We need everything to keep them from going on the streets and being homeless and selling their ass for $5. We need people to think around that and go, hey, young blood, instead of doing that dumb shit, come over here with me. I got this program where we're going to feed you. We're going to give you information. We're going to set you up in life so you can be something. Do something with your life. You already somebody because you're born and you're alive, but we need you to be productive. So we need these Black women to do these things. Y'all hear me? We don't need to be having conversations about fucking relationships, who fucked who, whose baby is this, whose husband is that. Fuck them niggas. We had enough of that. TikTok is full of that shit. We need Black women to be on here telling other Black women, go get the money, girl. Go get the fucking money and have the government help you. They always claiming that we the type of women that prefer the government to a man. Yes, I am. God damn it. Yes, I am. I will take Uncle Sam any fucking day over any Black man or any other man. Okay. I know with Uncle Sam, my shit is coming on time. It's going to be there when I need it. And if I fall down, he going to fucking help me up. I cannot say that about any man besides Uncle Sam. Okay. So that's where we going. Yes, we are those motherfuckers and we proud to be. Okay. Let me put my man in the chat and we get over to the IRS. Hold on. I'm coming. Doctor. Hold on, y'all. We got to get an asshole out. Okay. All right. Doctor. Black women, don't play around. I want y'all to read this man's books. Even if you don't read it page to page. Dr. Claude Anderson. Listen, even if you don't read it page for page, you open that motherfucker up and you scan chapters. Get the meat out of this shit. All right? Because this is his name. All right? His books is on Amazon. They're in the library. They're everywhere. This man has been writing books for over 30 fucking years, okay? He been yelling to Black people, wake the fuck up. I'm trying to show you the way how. Just listen to me. Let's get this shit done. Nobody's listening to him. This man is so old, he about to die. He spent his whole fucking life, well, God forbid, I want him here forever, okay? But he spent his whole fucking life fighting for Black people's rights, fighting for our progression, fighting for us to have an equal opportunity in this country we built. But what are Black people doing? They worrying about fucking relationships, stupid motherfucking Black dudes, fucking, drinking, drugging, and being dumb. We don't have time for that shit no more. If a motherfucker saying that he don't like you because you got a degree and you intelligent, you go, woohoo, yes, thank you. Skip over that motherfucker, run somewhere else. Just get away from him because he trying to tear you down. We don't need that mentality no more. We need every black person, specifically and especially black women, to be thinking about herself. If she got kids, her daughter's future, her children's future, and make them motherfuckers better than what she lived through and what she's going through currently. Because we could do it. There ain't nothing different about us besides all the beautiful creativity and all the shit that we got going on for us, where we're so innovative. We know how to make a necessity look like fucking artistry, okay? We good like that. So there's nothing different about us where we're not able to set our families up generation after generation like every fucking other group of people do to have shit in life. We just got to make the decision that that's what the fuck we want to do. You understand me? So can we stop fucking around? Right now, when you got this racist cracker getting ready to go in office, this is put up or shut up time. This is hold my money. Don't be out here wasting my money on bullshit because I don't know what tomorrow brings. This is the time. Keep every dirty nigga out your house because I don't know what the fuck tomorrow's going to bring. I bring this dude in my house. They over here making laws like House Resolution Bill number 7 to take away my rights. Now I'm going to bring some simple-minded motherfucker in my house who has the right to determine if I live or die, if I need him, or he's going to go along with white people to say, fuck her, kill her, give him a little bit of money, and it's all good. Now they're using my body while I'm dead for experimentation. And I want you women to know that they have been using women's bodies who die, who are brain dead and other things where their bodies still function and their organs are still beating, to fucking give birth to children without those women's consent after they are dead. Don't believe me? Look that shit up. Now, they've been disguising it as them saying that people gave them permission to use their whole body for science after they died, but that's bullshit in a lot of cases, especially when it comes to black people, because we know historically this country used to go to graves and dig up dead people and steal their fucking organs and use their bodies for experimentation and etc. This is a historical fact. There's a whole fucking book written on it called, what's that book over there I got called? Let me go find it. It's American Medical Apartheid. I think that's what it's called. It's over there in my library. This is real shit. Don't y'all don't sleep on this next 5 years. You understand me? This is what they want you to do. Because while you sleeping, they in the back making more bill proposals like that. So that if you get into a relationship and have somebody in your home, you're not going to be able to get him the fuck out the way you can now. If you marry that simple-minded motherfucker, you're not going to be able to get a divorce. We already spoke about that. That literally was in project2025.org. Read the shit. Go back to it. Read the shit. Everything on the portions where it talks about women and children, and understand what the fuck they got planned for you. And then you fight tooth and nail against that shit. You hear me? You don't want that to happen because this is what they're trying to set us up for. So this is why you save your money, you boycott shit, you stay off of shit that is not good for you. Before we get ready to go to IRS, I didn't forget. When they cut off TikTok, and I hope they do because I'm tired of that shit. It's a fucking cesspool over there of nothing but black dudes trying to convince black women that they need to be in a nuclear family. The family unit is important. Trying to blame black women for everything wrong in the world and everything wrong in the community. That shit needs to go. As fired up as black women are right now with the reality we live in, black femicide, child homicide, human trafficking of our teenage girls, local prostitution of our girls, our black women and girls going missing and disappearing into the fucking blue sky in the midst of the fucking day. When you got all that shit staring you in your face, it's going to make it real hard for you to be sitting down thinking, oh, I love him. I love me some him. I just can't live without him. No. When you got all those dangers in your face, hold on, I got to run into the kitchen. You ain't going to be thinking about no fucking relationship or loving no damn dude. Sorry. Y'all know I always have some shit cooking. But anyway, right? You're not going to be thinking about that. And you ain't no time for that. But they want you to be thinking about all that silly shit and not thinking about your future. Because believe me, y'all, when they fuck this country up, it's going to take another 5 or 6 years to put it back right. So now we talk about 10, 11, 12 years from now, we trying to dig ourselves out of the ditch these motherfuckers about to put us in. So we don't got time to be chained down or locked down or trapped by any motherfucker or anything. Y'all know it's cuffing season. I know quite sure many of you have had 1 or 2, 3 people trying to force their way in your house or into your life. Do not let it happen. Do not. These black dudes are listening to these white dudes with their conservative bullshit, their madman rhetoric. Black women, go watch the old show Mad Men. This is the bullshit that these white men today are trying to take you back to. When you look at how those white dudes were treating the women in society, the women in their lives, how they were fucking sitting down scheming and plotting on how to sell shit to people that they didn't need to fuck up their lives and to hurt them. This is the shit they're doing right now to us in real time. So when you're aware of these things, I told y'all, read the dark psychology. All of this shit politically and every day is all the same shit. They all use the same tactics to control the masses of the people and to make you exploitable so they make $1 off of you. But if you watch that show, you're going to see how they think about us and the tactics, the dark psychology tactics they used against us to get us to comply with what the fuck they want. So now if they come out with these bills, right, and people fucking pass them, and you turn around and be a dumbass and get married, and you living in a fantasy fucking reality where, you know, you think this is your knight in shining armor, and you're going to live this life. And now you get into this life where this dude is now beating your ass and your life has literally become the burning bed with Farrah Fawcett, right? You can't get out of it. Ain't no laws no more to save you. They're going to try to get rid of everything that women have now to get divorced quickly, to get custody of their kids, get the fuck away from them dudes, and get your children away from them. They're talking about taking your children from you completely. Completely. They never told us yet what they're trying to do with these kids. And then every time we turn around, black women, just the other day, you had a whole group of like a whole bunch of Jewish people in synagogues that got arrested by the FBI for human trafficking of children. Before that, we had a whole other group of people that got busted doing human trafficking with children in the fucking cargo vans on the docks. The what the fuck do you call those things? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those boxes, them big ass cargo things on the docks, right? Whole bunch of people got arrested with that shit too. It was nothing but kids in there. Then they had an investigation in Seattle, Washington, not too long ago, of a park where there was all those fucking cargo trailer things piled up with nothing but people inside the motherfuckers screaming. It was videos, news coverage on it. This is be cool, because this is all the shit they're setting us up for. And it is already known historically that when a lot of these black kids go into foster care, they're deemed missing, or the foster parents then fucking sold them out for prostitution, human trafficking, or just sold them to a motherfucker, and you never see that kid again. This is why you got to get your shit together, black women, in the sense of don't have no children that you can't completely protect. If you know you can't do it, don't have them. And we are all telling you, as older black women and black women that care about y'all, do not have any children until this nigga is gone and all this Republican bullshit is going too. This president is no good for black women. It's no good for our children. He don't give a fuck about us. He got these black males duped because they want to be fucking Tony Montana and fucking the Godfather, the man from, you know what I'm talking about, Michael Corleone's father and him. They like to play like they're these people in real life. We don't have time for being delusional or suffering from what's that shit? Cognitive dissonance. We ain't got time for that. They really coming for you. So don't fuck around and get caught. This is literally like we running from the south to the north. We can't get caught because they literally on our ass. Don't fall for none of the bullshit. I don't care. You don't need nobody that much where you putting your life in jeopardy to fuck yourself up completely because of all these laws these white dudes about to pass to try to lock women down into being with dudes we don't want shit to do with. This is what they're afraid. Women are surpassing them in everything. Women are not trying to be controlled anymore. They're afraid. They're afraid. You hear them say it. We losing control of our country. Make America great again. We want America back. What they're saying to you is women, children, blacks, Puerto Ricans, whoever, they have too much freedom. They have too much access to the so-called American dream. They're trying to nip away, cut it, that shit. Get away, take it away from you. Do not fall into it, okay? What's up, Kiana? She said the first thing they thinking about is not financially fixing things, but removing no fault. It's real, Kiana. It's real, girl. It's like the top. Yes, Tatiana. Oh, I'm sorry. My daughter-in-law's name came. Kiana. Exactly. And because Kiana's talking about the Taliban, do y'all know black women that currently over there now, women can't even talk to other women. They that afraid of women. They that afraid of the power of women coming together and standing up for themselves. They got women now where they got to wear full-flown fucking burqas in public where only their eyes are showing. And they can't even speak to another woman if they're out in public. They're taking the windows off of the buildings because they don't want women to see what's going on in the world. They're trying to hide it like, oh, they don't want nobody looking at their woman. That's bullshit. You done had windows before. You don't want women to see what the fuck you doing in society. They're afraid, y'all. And when people are scared, they do drastic shit. Drastic shit. Hello, Soft Life. All right, but let's get back to this other stuff. Quickly, let me run over to IRS so we could do this and you can see this. IRS.gov. Because I want y'all to understand that thing about the 501. Hold on, let me put it in, see if I can get it like that. 501 C3. Here we go. Okay, let me share this. Let me go back. All right, Soft Life, Stacy and Kiana. I was speaking, Stacy was here, but for Kiana and Soft Life. I'm going to show y'all now what I was ranting about a minute ago about how black women got to get it together, right? We got to get our money together while we're going through this whole administration for the next 4 to 5 years, right? What I want y'all to understand is that you can make a lot of money with your own nonprofit corporation. You get the corporation first, then you go secondly for the funding, right? Provide your service, and then from your service, expand into housing. You will never lack for a contract, okay? With the fact that we got so many people who are housing deprived. Remember I told y'all a while ago about all those little housing programs like casitas in Cali, in the whole country, boxable, and little houses, small houses. Look up all that shit. Even look up the trailers that have two levels to them that are less than $50,000 that can be purchased. If you get a grant for like $1 million, you could buy a little piece of land, put about 10 or maybe even 20 of those trailer things on that land with the 2 levels to it. You could house a whole lot of people in there. Contract and partnership with that local government. And then you take all the other subsidies, Section 8, every goddamn fucking program the government gives for rental assistance, right? Take it. Build off of that. Keep growing, keep growing. There's a girl I saw doing this in Mississippi. This is why I'm telling you about this, okay? I have to find her again. I seen her on TikTok. I lost her. I got to find her again. Anyway, she's doing it. All of us could do it. But this is how you get to it. So you're going to find all the forms and everything you need at irs.gov. All you need is a license number. It's called an EIN number. That registers you with the IRS. You fill out this form. You do everything this form tells you to do. You good with the IRS. Then it's up to you to find your funding. Whatever type of service that you're going to try to provide, Google, online, find out all the other people who have provided a service similar to yours. Copy their shit, add a little bit to it, send it in. When you get one grant, get another. If you got 3 ideas, you make 3 different corporations. Don't put them together, because if something goes wrong, you're going to have more trouble than you need. Keep it individual, okay? And just do it. IRS is not the boogeyman that we make them out to be. If you call up, they got people that work there that will walk you through this whole fucking process and help you with information on different grants. They have them there. Take your time. Read the books. Watch the videos on this shit. They even have videos that talk about all this stuff on this website and outside of this website. This is what we need to be doing during this administration, because there's always going to be grant money in America. That is just what America does. Okay? You want to hear the other stuff I said? Just go back to the part when I was talking about this originally, about all the other stuff about if you get denied and how to keep pushing. Never take no for an answer. Bottom line, y'all. Okay? All right. All right. I don't know who you are. Love Peace. Is you a woman? Yeah, they're erasing the women in Afghanistan. But I'm sorry. I hate what's going on over there, but I only have to worry about Black women right now. We tried that. They didn't give a fuck about us, so we have to think about us here. Because if we okay, beautiful. Thank you. Shalom to you too then. Okay. Listen, you got to do, it's like being on the plane, y'all. You got to get your oxygen first before you can help anybody else, all right? There are ways we can help them, but we got to get a political and economic standing in this country to be able to make noise loud enough to be heard so that we can impact their country. You understand what I'm saying? But us first, them second, okay? All right, let's get into this. All right. So you're going to go on irs.gov, right? When I first went in, let me go back, show y'all what I did. So when I first went in, I went here to the search bar. I typed in 501-3. I hit the query, and it came up right away, right? Exemption requirements, 501c3 organizations. Review a description of exemption requirements for organizations under Internal Revenue Code Section 501c3. General information, charities and nonprofits. All the shit underneath it, y'all, is all of the stuff that the IRS says is publications and forms that are associated or can be applied to whatever it is you're trying to do. So whenever you get on these pages, it would really help you to read every fucking thing on this first page. Because this first page is going to literally like tell you about what goes with what. If you need this, you don't need that. If you're thinking about this, you may consider that. This is what this does. So, okay, look, this is going to give you all the background information so that if you don't know what I'm talking about, the IRS is here like a library to tell you and teach you. We like your feedback. Not right now. So, this is what you do. Over here, this gives you more information. You see, it says businesses and self-employed. Everything you want to do is to be self-employed. Y'all hear me? This is not a business. This is a nonprofit organization, self-employed. And self-employed is very important because that means that you can pay yourself as an employee. And you do not run into fucking issues down the line with taxes when you claim something is a fucking business. Y'all understand that? Everything you want to do, you also need to find the proper attorneys and people that can help you with this as well. But if you're just doing something basic, and all of us should be starting off basic, right? Everything you need is right here on the IRS website. You hear? Go through all of this. It's going to tell you about the filing requirements, everything that you need to do for whatever it is. It tells you about the tax information, the charitable organizations, tax exemptions, the status. Everything tells you right here. Get it from the source, the horse's fucking mouth, so that when somebody asks you, well, why did you do that? Oh, well, on page 2 of exemption requirements for the 501c3 organizations, I went down here to additional information, and it literally said on the application process, step by step, question and answer, da 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 da. So I did what they said. If that's not correct, what should I have done? Excuse me. Y'all understand? It tells you right there, step by step. Okay? It gives you the here. Look. Let me explain it to you. Application process, step by step, questions and answers that will help an organization determine if it is eligible to apply for recognition or exemption for federal income taxation under IRC section 501A, and if so, how to proceed. Y'all got me? And then also it goes on to talk about private foundations, requirements for exemptions, tax exempt status. It will continue when you go down here and you keep going to the next page, or you go back to the beginning and you click on one of these to continue your search or your further inquiry, whatever you're trying to do. Okay? Y'all understand? Okay? You said, I want to start a business, but businesses, I'm not talking about today's soft life. I'm only talking about nonprofit organizations because it's safe. Business, you need to be speaking to the SBA. Let me get over there and show you where to go. This is for New York, but I'm sure you will have it where you live too. Okay? SBA. Let me go there and show you. SBA, right, is the what is it called? Small Business and Loan. Let me see. What is it at? Yeah. SBA.gov. Let me put that in there, because I want the one for the state. Because you got to be careful when you put in SBA, because it will come up all these loan places. Goldman Sachs will come up. Quite a few people and things will come up, but you want the one that's for your state. Okay. So here it is. SBA.gov. That's the one you want. It's Small Business Administration. Here, let's share this. Y'all see this? For you, soft life. What I was showing you on IRS does not apply to this. It does apply to business, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about nonprofit. I like to be safe, okay? If I'm going to try to ask for money, you're welcome. If I want to ask for money, I don't want nobody coming after me trying to get it back. I want you to give me money, leave me the fuck alone, okay? That's why I said nonprofit organization, okay? And when you do that, you go right to the IRS. There you go. You go right to the IRS. The IRS will walk you through that shit. And if you get confused, you're going to pick up the phone, call that 800 number, go, excuse me, I'm stuck on page, whatever it is, of wherever you at on IRS. And they will go, oh, okay, what section, whatever. You're going to tell them. They're going to say, okay, what's your question? They're going to take you through it. The IRS has always been good to me. I cannot front. Any problem I've ever had, anything I needed to know, I went straight to them. They did it for me. No issues, no problems. When I made a mistake, they said, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that. That fixes it. Don't be afraid of them. They're there to help you. Okay? They even have people where you can make an appointment, go in, sit down, and talk to them about everything you need to do, and they will give you their advice and also give you the rules at the same time. Okay? Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them at all. But, all right, so there you got all that. So SBA.gov, right, for wherever you live, and also your IRS for the 501c3. And the reason I keep stressing that is because let's say you wanted to make a domestic violence shelter. Let's just say, right? you're going to file it under that 501c3 corporation, right? You are an employee. You get 400,000, you give yourself 100,000, you take the other 300,000, work your business or work your nonprofit. Excuse me for saying business. Work your nonprofit. Get the beds, get the building, get the staff. Do what you got to do. Get it working. Then go back and say, I need more money. I need more money. I need more money. I need more money. Once you get that shit figured out, you get some in your home state, you get some in another state. Go to another state, another, until you got the whole fucking country. That's how you make money. That's how you get up out of this fucking poverty, okay? And you fight to have it that way. So that when you see non-profit people or advocates saying, hey, I want to run for office, I want to become your next alderman, I want to be your senator, I want to be your council person, vote them the fuck in. Sit down, have a conversation with them about the people, grassroots initiatives and programs and startups and whatever it is for the people. Hold them to it. If you can, come with a little fucking paper with a whole lot of shit written up and tell them to sign it. You guaranteeing us this shit, right? Sign it then. Notarize it and sign it. So that if they fucking renege in the end, take them to court soon. Fuck it. Most people probably not going to sign it, but at least you see how serious they are. You see. Try everything. Try it. Hold their feet to the fucking fire. Bring some shit to them to have them do to see if they can do it. Or if they're even willing to do it. And then you see their character. Do whatever you got to do to make sure a person that you're voting for, trying to put them in office, is going to do right by you and help you get where you're trying to be. Run yourself, y'all. I've been saying that forever. Me, I'm too old. Old people don't work well when they run for office, unless they some old white motherfucker. Everybody loved them for whatever reason. But a black woman, I should try it just to see how it goes. I think I will. I'm going to look into it. I doubt it. Because people see us coming, they be like, oh, God. Every fucking stereotype they could think of, they thinking when they see us. That shit happened today on the news. This man was talking about that. There's actually because of an exhibit that's going on right now in the what museum is that? Damn, my memory is shit, boy. But God damn it, I gotta look it up. But it's an exhibit, one in New York on Alvin Ailey, that's running up until February. And then there's another exhibit on Black women, and I have to find out where that one is again. And it's about the history of Black women, their strength, their resilience. I gotta find it. But anyway, there's a show that comes on in New York City on New York One with a Black lady called Cheryl Wills. She does like all these stories about Black people in New York City and etc. And that's where I heard that today. And that's one of the things the man said he was trying to combat in his exhibit, is this insane stereotype people have about Black women, and supposedly that, you know how white people has convinced the whole world, and dumbass Black males, like, we're ghetto, we're loud, we're this, we're that. And people tend to always want to not think about the fact that they're very fucking smart. They're very intelligent. They're the group of America right now with the highest education of all the people in it. And on top of that, historically, they have showed a history of being trendsetters, being resilient, creating history, being the first to sojourn in their fields, mathematics, science, invention, government, etc., etc., etc. Even Black women, we made history this year when we voted 92% for the first half Black woman, or whatever you want to call her, presidential candidate. That was history we made. Be proud of yourselves, okay? Be proud of yourselves. I was actually reading a story today of a Black slave woman who was the first firefighter in all of America. Let me see if I could think of her name or find the hold on, y'all, because I was looking at that earlier today before I started with y'all. I think her name is Sandy Woods or something like that. Where I know I had it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. She was the man who owned her was like a one of the first firefighters, right? So somehow or another, everybody in the firehouse caught the flu. She didn't catch the flu. She's a black woman. She washes up every day. She know to wash her hands and shit, keep the bacteria off of her. You know how white people don't like to wash up and all that shit. They got the flu. So something caught on fire. And she went into history because back then they used to have this machine. It's kind of like a fire, a water tank. She pulled the water tank by herself through the fucking snow. I think it was like 4 feet of snow or something. She pulled that shit by herself to the fire and put the fire out by herself. Let me see if I can find her. Just to show you, like, when the man was saying that when people make speak these stereotypes about black women, first black, they don't talk about the things. Well, I should say slave. First black woman slave firefighter. Let me put it like that. They don't talk about all of the things that we've done in America. There she is. There she is. Her name is Molly Williams. Let me show y'all what she looks like. Hold on now. Hold on. I'm coming, y'all. So when they, talk about us, because you have it heavily on social media from black dudes always talking about, black women, our attitudes, promiscuity, our clothes, the bullshit, single parents, all the dumb shit they come up with, right? That is getting so fucking old and tired. Now you got these white motherfuckers repeating the dumb shit these niggas say when it is to embarrass us, they think, or to like try to insult us. But what the white man was saying who did that exhibit, and this is why black women, you got to really think about the, I gotta get the right word. I was going to say duplicity. I don't know if that's right. Somebody let me know if that's the right word. But how whenever you have people being naysayers about black women, you always almost have an equal amount of people being for you, saying, nah, you may say that, but I know better. I know this about them. So this is what this white man is doing. And it's wild, right? How it's always some white man that's out here fighting for black women and like, no, fuck that. I don't care what you say. I think they're the fucking best. It's always some crazy shit like that. It just is what it is. And it's historical, y'all. Because the greatest white dude that I fucking rock a t-shirt with his face and everything on it to this day is fucking John Brown. I don't know how many of y'all know him, but you should. This man really walked the walk and believed this shit in his life. He was Frederick Douglass's homeboy, right? John Brown had like 3 wives and a whole bunch of kids, a whole bunch of sons. This man and all his sons died for black people's freedom. He fought the good fight, believing in the humanity of black people. He said slavery was wrong, and he meant that shit from the day he said it to the day he died. Read his story and learn his life. HBO did a whole docu-series on him called what was it called? The Good Bird or some shit. The God Bird, or look it up. HBO documentary on the life of John Brown. That shit was good. All right. And that dude was kind of kooky, but he was not playing about the equality of black people. He's like, we all God's children. This shit is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. And as long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to fight against the institution of slavery, injustice, and inequality. That is the greatest white man that ever fucking lived. I swear to God. Look him up and see. I'm a groupie for this dude. I ain't going front. I really love me some John Brown. I have a big fucking shirt with him all over it. I went to the high school named after him. I did. I love that fucking man. I don't care what nobody says. That's the greatest white man ever. And it's always like that. And he too was a champion for black women. Back in those days, they used to use black women as like comfort gals. Y'all remember how they was doing Kerry Washington and Django? he used to fight against shit like that about black women and stuff. So he's a white man that not many people talk about in history because he is the way white men should be. So they don't like him because he's what a white man should be, not the shit they are. And they really hate John Brown. But John Brown was the fucking man when it comes to being the exemplification of a white man. That was him. All right, what was I supposed to show y'all? The lady. All right, I'm talking too much about John Brown. Let me show y'all Molly. See, this is what I do, y'all. I read random Black history on Black women. I love this shit because it's always somebody that I find that I was not aware of before. So this is Molly right here. Can we make her big? No, I fucked up. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so this is Molly, right? Now, mind you, she was a slave, okay? This is Molly Williams, and she was owned by this dude right here. Don't he look like shit? But he was the first responder back in the days. This piece of shit right here. Here's a better picture of him, right? This is him right here. John Davies, whatever the fuck. But anyway, that is the dude that used to own her. And wait, is this the story? Yeah, this is the story. All right. So you see here how, let me see if I can bring it up. No, it's not. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's it. That's it. Size of pictures. Nope, just right there. So this is a book, right? And it's like the legend of Molly Williams, right? And it talks about, you see how, well, they don't show the machine. Is that the machine in the back? No, that's the house. Okay, anyway. Oh, here it goes. This is the machine. There it is. So you see what I told you? So it was like 3-4 feet of snow, right? You see this black woman right here. This is Molly. Let me go back to it. This is Molly. She is pulling this thing, and that's full of water. That's how the old fire trucks or engines, whatever you want to call it, used to look. And she pulled that thing to the building in town by herself that was on fire. They just talking about where she was. She was from Brooklyn, but anyway, let me see. Do they have anything on her where we could like? Okay, here it tells you. So she was a slave. She's from New York. She worked on the Oceanus Engine Company number 11 in New York City in 1818. But anyway, the story goes, right? She was the only person that wasn't sick in this firehouse because all the rest of these dudes had caught the flu. A fire broke out. People, of course, came. Oh my God, fire, right? She goes, okay. She puts her shit on. You see, she had rags and shawls and shit, right? She didn't have that uniform on yet, right? She goes out. She puts out the fire single-handedly, saves the whole fucking town. As a result of that, they deputize her and they make her like, I don't know what they called. I'd have to go back and read it. But they gave her like some fire to volunteer title or some shit like that. And she went back to being the cook and shit like that in the firehouse. But now, instead of her wearing them rags and shit, she had that uniform inside the firehouse. And people recognized her and respected her for saving the town, saving Brooklyn. So shout out to Molly. And that's about it, y'all. I basically came on here, do my thing, always yelling at black women. I love it. Oh, I forgot. Black women. We got losing TikTok, so some other stuff we can consider. Y'all already know that everybody's trying to go for lemonade. Y'all know that, right? They all trying to go for saying they want lemonade. You know that. So if you're going to go for that, go for it. But I found some more black owned stuff you could check out instead if you choose. All right, everybody knows that fan base is black owned. This here, it's only 2 minutes. We'll play it, right? This is Isaac Hayes III. That means he's Isaac Hayes' grandson, right? Watch him talk about fan base.
That's the inspirational idea is growing into a disruptor in social media in the creator economy. Our journey has been remarkable, from being a self-funded startup to raising over $10 million on StartAgent. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about disruption. At Fanbase, we've reimagined what it means to be a content creator.
It's not just about followers or likes, it's about genuine connections
and about giving everyone a voice.
Our diverse team from all walks of life is the driving force behind our innovation.
We're not just building a platform, we're shaping community. We're proud to be a pioneer of peer-to-peer in-app purchase subscriptions, branded live audio on web, and filed patents for 7 core functionalities, including platform content migration, revenue-driven audio conversations, and more.
And we're not stopping there. The future of Fanbase is bright, with gaming and e-commerce tools that are seamlessly integrated, offering new avenues for creators to engage and flourish.
As we gaze into the future of the creator economy, the total addressable market is projected to reach an astounding
$480 billion by the year 2027.
With nearly 50% of all social media users expressing their willingness to pay for social media subscriptions,
the landscape of digital content is being redefined.
This shift isn't just a trend, it's a testament to the value and impact of creators.
In every corner of the globe, creators are being eagerly sought after as gateways to unique, enriching experiences.
All right, listen, y'all, right? All that shit aside, you could buy shares into this, okay? You're going to go on to Google and you're going to type in Fanbase investment. He's going to give you 80 shares of his company, 80 shares on the stock market for $300. That is insane. That is a huge fucking value. I'm getting ready to do that this week. I'll let you know what comes of it, but I'm buying this shit. All right? I want to see what happens, okay? If you're able to do it, save up. He's going to be trying to get crowdfunding for a while. Save 50 till you get it, or 150 and do what you got to do, right? Even if you don't give a shit about Fanbase, or you even subscribe or fuck with it at all, if you own 80 shares in a fucking company, you will get dividends every month. When he makes money, you make money. You understand? Get your $300, go back to Fanbase investment, go to the site that he has set up for buying it. You understand me? Buy those 80 shares and just sit on that shit. Okay? He's been working hard on this shit, been on Roland Martin, been all over the fucking world, pumping and promoting this shit. When this shit blows up, it's going to be like the next fucking Google. You understand? And by that, I mean not being Google itself, but I mean by he's putting in work the same way Google did. And every company that becomes big, they first come to the public and be like, listen, I got this great fucking idea. We need investors. Give this man $300. You will thank him 15, 10, 20 years from now when your fucking stock is like over $1 million. Do y'all hear me? Okay. Could you see if $50? No, baby, he only wants 300. So like I told you, don't stress, right? Save your money. Save it up. It's only $300. Save it up. And then when you got it, $300, you could save it in, like, if you have to, 4 months, maybe 5 months, right? Think about it like this, right, Stace? This is January. He's going to be doing this for at least a year, Stace. So even if you save only $25 every month until December, you're going to have that $300. When you get it, don't stress. I'm telling you, he's going to do this shit all year. He's trying to get to 17 million, Stacy. That's a lot of fucking money from the public. You hear me? You got time, okay? Save your little $25 or more than that until you get to 300. That's right. Then you save it. Go on to his website, right? Find it. Follow the instructions. Give him your money. You're going to be able to write it off on your taxes and all that, okay? But the best thing you're going to have, Stacy, is you have invested in a company that when it gets off the ground, you're going to see money back from the stock you brought. And by that time, you probably can, watch a couple of videos, go on things like Charles Schwab, because I have accounts in Charles Schwab's. For those of you that don't know, Ameritrade was taken over. It merged into Charles Schwab. So there's no more Ameritrade. I used to love me some Ameritrade. So, but now it's Charles Schwab. So you can look at Charles Schwab. You can look at what's the Vanguard, and there's quite a few others, right? You go on them, you learn stuff, you set up an account, I think as low as like $25. And when you get your stock, you can buy more, or you can buy other stocks for less than $10 to build up your portfolio so you get used to it, right? And you learn. Go back, watch the videos. They'll teach you how to invest. They'll teach you different strategies. Learn these things. The more you get involved with them, the more you learn, the more your money grows, so that it could be a day where you go back and you spend like $1,000 worth of stock in his company. $1,000 is 80 shares for $300, right? So that's 80, 80, and 80 for $1,000. You got me? That's a lot of fucking money. When eventually the stock starts to turn over and this shit takes off, because you know what's going to happen. It's been around now for a couple of years. You can look up how long it's been around. But I saw this last year. I didn't pay it no mind. But the only thing that started making me pay attention to it was Roland Martin. Roland Martin was pushing it. So I said to myself, Roland Martin has millions of fucking viewers. That means that millions of people are watching the same thing I'm watching, and they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Only $300 for 80 shares? There's nothing I could buy on NASDAQ or any fucking stock exchange where I'm going to get 80 shares in a country for a measly, in a country, listen to me, in a company for $300. That's usually $3,000, okay? So buy it. Don't even worry about it. It's going to be like all the people that paid and got into all of the greats of today. Like all the people that when Amazon first started and people was like, I ain't fucking with that. I don't know that. And now look at them. They're all millionaires. It's going to be the same shit with this. So get in on it, because he been out here a few years. And when he finally does take off, that stock is going to go from $300 to $3,000 and up and up and up and up and up. And then he might cut off from the public completely. But now you still got your money because you already invested in. And then who knows? Who knows what else he will do? Who knows? But he's giving you an opportunity to make money off of his company. So take it. All right. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. I actually thought, let me see, how to invest. Let me go back because I want to show y'all the thing about how to invest in fan base. Hold on. Okay. I think this is the one. This is the one I should have did. Let's see. Is this the one?
Happy New Year's, everybody. This is Swift, and on this video, I'm going to talk about the investment round for Fanbase. It is back. I am an investor, so I'm going to give you everything that I know from investing last year in 2021. I'm also going to give you some real talk about what happens when you invest with this company, seeing as it's with that. Like if you invested $1,000, you would get early access to new features on the platform and 10,000 love to use on Fanbase. That's one of the biggest ones that everybody tends to go for, is $1,000 investment, because you get a perk with investing as opposed to just getting on the program and just having some type of equity in Fanbase. You can actually get more than just equity on the Fanbase. You can get 10,000 love.
This is not it. He updated it from that time. Hold on, let me go back. It was one he had on Roland Martin's channel. Invest in Fanbase now. No, that's not it. Here, I think this is it. Hold on. With Roland. Hold on.
We got Kimberly Blackwell rolling.
Kimberly Blackwell, what's happening?
Hey,
how y'all doing?
What's good?
I'm glad to be here. Just want to say thank you for having me, Isaac. I was an early fan base investor, came in 2020.
Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I could get to him. I want him to do his sales pitch.
You know, investing is about risk, and you have to understand anything that you do. And the $600 or more, you know, it's 25,000 people that we're asking to invest in today and, you know, beyond. But what I would tell you is that you don't have to just do 600. And what I would also tell you is if you don't have 600, do what you can. You know, no one should be doing anything that's going to, that if you can't afford to lose it, think twice.
All right, hold on. She's giving us the regular Babu shit. That's it. StartEngine.com fan base. Let me check that out because I know I seen it on Roland Martin. Hold on. Start Engine. What was it? Start Engine. It's together, right? Yeah, I think so. Start Engine, right, fan base. Let's see. I know I had just seen this on Roland Martin not too long ago. All right, he put that up 10 months ago, 2 months ago. I want the one that was with Roland. No, that's too far away. All right, here we go.
Spend $2.2 trillion every year. Most of it is on luxury goods and non-essentials. How come we can't put a couple billion into companies that we all invest in and own? I already do the math. The maths, right?
Yeah.
You pull out your calculator. I want you to pull out your calculator, right? Okay. Take 28,650.
28,650. Okay.
Times $600.
I have $600. What did we just do?
Hit equal.
I see it, but what do we do for the crowd, for the audience? What is the 26,000 representing?
The people. So 28,650 people to invest $600.
Yes.
That's $17 million.
You're raising the $17 million. I got you.
It just take out of 40 million black people, all we need is 28,650 people to invest $600, not go to the club, not buy Jordans, not buy bottles, not go on vacation, and we've raised $17 million for a tech startup that we own.
What an important conversation we're having.
All right, y'all.
What began as a gutsy, inspirational idea.
So you get the point, right? We're going to stop sharing it, but things have changed since then. I know he's saying 600, but when I last saw it rolling, I think 600 was too much for black people, so he lowered it to 300. Either way, do your own search. Go on. You see it says Start Engine, right? What was it? Start Engine / fan base. You got to look around for it a little bit, and it's going to take you to a link where it's going to walk you through the whole process, and then you will give them your money, and then they're going to give you a receipt, and then they're going to actually give you what is that thing called? Oh my God, in the stocks when you buy the stocks. Why is my mind like this? Forgive me right now, okay, right? All that's going to be explained when you go. Give me 1 minute, Stace. All that's going to be explained, right? Did you help me, Kiana? All that money is too much unless it's for buying what? All that money is too much unless it's for buying Dior and all that stuff and getting distant. 600 is a great amount. It's never too much. No, he lowered it, Kiana, though. It's like 300, but those videos are old because when you know Google, that shit was like 10 months, 12 months ago, 9 months ago. You gotta, I don't know if you can go back and find it on Roland Martin, but Roland Martin had did that like a month or two ago, where he was literally up there for like a couple of weeks straight asking for $300. You could do 300 and still go on there, because remember the other lady was saying whatever you got, give it, because they just need to make the money. They need the 17 million. So he's saying it's only going to take 28,000 of us, but okay, maybe you don't get 28,000 of us. Maybe you get 35,000 of us who got to pay like 200 or 100. Go and find out. But all I know is when I do it, I'll let y'all know some type of way, because I have to find the link again. I might have to go through all those Roland Martin videos to find that interview where he gave all that information, but it was not that long ago. I think it was like in November. I saw it. I seen it on Roland Martin in like November. And I thought about it, but you know how shit goes. Life is doing life, and you trying to work and do all these things, and your mind forgets about shit. I forgot about that shit till today. I really did. And we talking about November, December, we in January. I forgot about it all that time, but I'm really gonna do it. Okay, let me get back to this. Stacy was saying, like you said, lipstick. Oh, hold on. It's around here somewhere. Listen, that's another thing. I am doing this new thing now where everything I really get is from Black women. Like this is from the Lip Bar, right? Let me show y'all the lady where I get all my shit from about Black people and finding Black designers and stuff like that. I'm gonna show her last, but let me go through the other Black people I want y'all to see, okay? But this is the Lip Bar. This is from the Lip Bar. It's called Vamp, VAMP. Denisa Merrick's. Let me write that down. Then Denisa or Denisa. I'm gonna find it. I'll look it up too. And did y'all know it was like Black Amazon, where it's like a whole section full of like Black designers and stuff that sell on Amazon? Yeah, it's a TikTok channel where I found all this out. I subscribe to it, and you know I love Amazon. I just go on there and find all the Black people and buy everything from them. I even buy from the Black creators. Like Aisha the Great is one of my favorite people. I don't know if y'all know her. I buy all the shit out of her store. I buy this other Black lady whose name I can't think of right now, and I just look for the Black people. I buy all that Black stuff. I do buy from a Black woman. I do that. I do all that stuff. Don't y'all remember I showed y'all on Boss Magazine, BAUCE magazine? Let me do it again in case y'all forgot. And I'm gonna show you that. Let me get rid of some of these things, right? Because there's so much stuff over here, Molly and everything. Let me free up some space. I want SBA. Get rid of SBA. We'll leave IRS up there. We might come back to it just to remind y'all. Okay. This is what I wanted to show y'all before I go to my lady from YouTube. Okay, so sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I apologize. All right, so I just want to show y'all a couple of more places in case you're looking for Black social media. Here it is. This is the one I was telling you about. This here is, right, this is Blam Fam, right? This goes into Blackazon. Maybe I could find Blackazon to show y'all, but this is Blamzon. So this is an app for Black creators. You could try this yourself, right? If you like that. Where's the other one at? We Kinfolk. This is another one, y'all. We Kinfolk, right? Thank you, Stace. It's called Vamp. Let me just put it up here. The place is called the Lip Bar. The Lip Bar is in Brooklyn. The color is Black lady, so you know, of course, I had to support her. Vamp, right? So let me put it up. So what you want to do is, Stace, you want to Google where'd my thing go? Oh, right here. Let me do. There you go, Stace. It's called the Lip Bar, lipbar.com, right? And then you're gonna go to, it's a whole bunch of colors, and I like Vamp because I'm dark, but I have yellow undertones. So this is red. It's like a deep berry red. Like this is the deepest red that they have. It's at Sephora. Oh, I didn't know that, Kiana. I've been buying it offline. Girl, I ain't never been in Sephora. Can you believe that shit? I got one right down the block at the mall. I ain't never been in that store because I just go online, get the shit, and be like, okay, wait for it to show up to my door. I don't know. I don't be in Sephora like that. So, well, go to Sephora, Stace. Kiana said it's there, so go there and look for it. But okay, so this is another one. We Kinfolk, okay? So you have more options than just these white social media platforms. You get tired of these motherfuckers because let me tell you something. I seen a interview today with that dude from Mark Zuckerberg, whatever the fuck his name is, from Facebook. And he had just recently had to address U.S. officials about his platform again, privacy issues and conduct and all that bullshit. And he literally said he's getting rid of moderators. So you know it's gonna be those white people over there having a nigger fest, you know, oh nigga this, nigga that. This is what they do. So instead of black people being subject to that shit, I proposed, because I already did it. I deleted Facebook, Messenger, and fucking Instagram, because and WhatsApp, because all that shit is his, right? I'm like, if he's gonna open up his platform for black people to be disrespected, he don't need my participation or whatever money comes from me being signed into that shit. I don't give a fuck about Instagram. I don't give a fuck about WhatsApp. I don't give a fuck about Messenger. And I definitely don't give a fuck about Facebook. I think I opened a Facebook. I was one of the first people they sent that shit to years ago when he was still in school and he had sent it out as a test. I don't even know how long ago that was. That fucking Facebook has been sitting there privately for years and fucking years. My kids was still in fucking junior high school. And they grown now with kids of their own. That's how long that shit been sitting there. I don't fuck with Facebook. Never have. So it was easy to get rid of. I'm not fucking with no white people talking to me crazy, trying to make me the entity that everybody wants to hate to make them feel good. No, fuck you. If you're going to do that, you're going to do that shit without me and without my money. I'm just saying, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about your connections to those different platforms, but I'm not fucking with no racists, and I'm not supporting no racists. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him and all them people on there. I like Twitter, right? As soon as Elon took over Twitter, I deleted that shit. I went right on Google, how to delete the Twitter account. Boom, that shit out of here. I did not want no parts of it. And it did the same thing with Facebook and all the rest of that shit. I'm not fucking with them. You're not going to use me. No, I'm not going to be one of them black people. What Kiana said, it's getting less safe on these. It's true. YouTube is bugging the fuck out too, and I have no problem getting rid of YouTube either. I have no problem with that shit. Y'all, Kiana, you know, I've been telling black women that we need to get the fuck off of YouTube and TikTok. I loved it when the TikTok people did the boycott for the week. I don't understand why we even ever went back, because it's bullshit. They never pay us the same way they pay the white people, so why fuck with them? And you see what happens when we leave the app. Them motherfuckers don't make no money because they got no creativity. They have no ingenuity. All they do is copy whatever black people do. And then these people on here pay them crazy off of what we do. Fuck that. If we're not getting rich off of it, fuck it. What do we need it for? We don't need this shit. What we need this shit for? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, Kiana said, no mods means madness. And all them alt-right crazy, all them crazy motherfuckers is going to be on there. Indeed. Oh, yeah, I've been did that. And Facebook, too. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't want no parts of none of them people. Kiana, it's bad enough. Those people are going to be running our country for the next 4 years. And it's going to take us 4 to 5 years after that to recover. There's no fucking way I'm going to let them disrupt every portion of my life. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. And all those stores and all those places that was going hard with we don't want no DEI. We don't want none of that shit. You won't get a red dollar from me. You won't get not a fucking dime. I don't give a fuck if I got to drive or take a bus to the next state over. I'm never coming in that store again. I kid you fucking not. The only store that got sense was Costco. Costco was sitting back watching everybody. Costco said, you know what? I ain't fucking with that. We going to keep our DEI programs and we going to boost them shits up and we going to let everybody know. Everybody going to Costco. But you know what I told y'all? Go to box.com. Get your shit just like Costco without the damn membership. Let me put it up there so y'all know where to go. Costco did get it right. Costco ain't playing. Costco's like, oh no, we need our money and we need to keep our customers. I got a Costco right down the block from me. Literally 1 block away, across the street. It's right there. Go downstairs to the basement. It's Costco, okay? Do you know how packed that shit is all the time? Costco is not trying to lose no money to no dumbass white racism. They thinking of green paper, okay? They ain't thinking about the bullshit. That's right. Costco does got it right. Lululemon. Oh my God. I had to tell my daughter about this shit because she shops in that motherfucker all the time. She chilled out now though, but man, the summertime and the fucking spring, she's running around with all that shit. That shit is too expensive, number one. That shit is too expensive and they too rude. And when you live in New York City, Kiana can tell you, you got all those fucking stores all over Manhattan, all over the place. You go from 1 block to the next, stores galore, everything just to take your money. Here, give me. I'm just giving money away to these stupid stores. No, not doing it. Lululemon is overpriced and that shit look like shit, okay? It looked literally like shit. You could, honestly, Kiana, the fucking athletic wear that used to be in Models look better than that shit. And I mean that as an insult. Because Model shit was crazy looking. But that shit look retarded. Because it's the same shit every time, just different colors. Because when you think about it, the stuff is made for white women. They ain't got no bodies. That shit is just straight up and down. Fucking running jacket with the goddamn collar up to here. Come on. What is attractive about that shit? Not a goddamn thing. Anyway, let me get off that. Let me get back to this shit. So, what else I wanted to show you? I wanted to show y'all my lady that I get. Oh, let me go find her. Where's my woman at? I love this little lady. She's a YouTube creator, but I know Lee. I'm gonna show y'all her. I'm pretty sure when I show y'all her, a lot of y'all know her already, but let me put her up here on the screen. Anytime I want something, and I like how she looks, I like how she is, I like that she's very pro-black woman. I like this black lady, okay? I don't know her personally, but I'm vouching for her. I think she's a hell of a person, okay? Anytime I want to know something about black designers, shoes, clothes, coats, bags, I go to her. You go on her page, she got everything. She really blew up. I saw her in commercials on television. She doing her thing, and she deserves it. She been on here a long time fighting the fight. And you know what else? I don't want nobody get offended for what I'm about to say, but for her to be a dark-skinned black woman, I like this for her. Because normally they don't pick women that look like her. So I'm very happy that she is getting all of the glory and accolades that she's getting. Because she has been out here working hard, believe me. I can remember because I've been watching the videos forever. They got other ones too. They got Brown Girl Chi, and they got a whole bunch of other girls, but this lady really been putting in work, really putting in work. But anyway, I just wanted to point her out. She's on YouTube if you're interested. She has all the information. Her stuff just looks so pretty. And I like that. I like the prettiness of colors against black people's skin. I like the way that black women who design clothes, they make the clothes to hug our bodies and to make us look nice, you know? I like that. Like even the coats, some of the coats I wear. Let me show y'all the company. Like this year, I've been rocking this lady's coats all winter. Everywhere I go, people like, oh my God, that's such a nice coat. Let me go get her. Let me show y'all. Milano de Rouge. Where's she? There she go. And I didn't even know who this lady was, y'all. I happen to be in what do you call it? Milano. No, that's not the real website. Hold on, I want the real website, not just I don't know what the hell that is. Let me go to it. DelRouge.com. I want the actual website. I want them to see the website, not that shit. Oh, there she go. There go my girl. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm coming. So let me tell y'all how I found this, right? I literally was in Old Navy. I was at work. I had time to kill. I was down on like 34th Street or some shit like that. And I just said, oh, fuck it. Let me go into Old Navy, see what they got going on. I ain't been in there 1,000 years, right? So I go in there. Let me go to the coats. I seen this black lady online. She was in front of me, right? And so she had on a winter coat that went all the fucking way to the ground. I said, God damn, that's a nice coat. Y'all know how I am. I'm loud and shit. I was like, sis, that's a nice fucking winter coat. Like, she turned around. She's like, you like it? I said, hell yeah, where you get that from? She said, oh, this is Milano del Rouge. I said, what's that? She said, you know who Meek Mills is? I said, yeah, I know that motherfucker. It just came out, right? Because the first thing that came to my mind was that fucked up bust picture. Remember when he had the black women with their butts out and showing the vaginas? I said, yeah, I thought about that shit, right? I said, yeah, that motherfucker, right? Then she started laughing. She said, yeah, but he got a girlfriend. And he said, this is his girlfriend's clothing line. I didn't even know who this lady was or nothing. I didn't get this one. This is the one I wanted. Well, let me see. Can y'all see this shit? Oh, now you can. All right. So sorry about that, y'all. Let me go back over here. So I wanted to get this coat, but they didn't have it. I might have to buy it again, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But I had got this one. Wait, this one. This is the one I actually have, right? And everywhere I wear this coat, people are like, oh my God, that's so nice. Where did you get it? Da-da-da. I'm like, it's only $300. It's Milano del Rouge. It's a good coat. It literally has the straps inside. Y'all see that? To make the coat adjustable. So this lady, she has a lot of nice stuff, and she always has sales on this website, and she participates in that shop buy thing, you know, like where you could pay as you go. However you want to do it. That shit is warm. It goes all the way from your neck to your ankles. I had that coat on Friday. I wore it to work. It was like 20 degrees in New York City. Let me tell y'all what I did, because this is how I get down, right? I went on Amazon. Let me stand up and show y'all, right? I bought some thermals. Thermals. These are heated thermals. Press the button. It comes on, right? You change it. Hot. The red is the hottest. Blue is the medium. Green, because it's green screen, it don't show you. All right, let me go back to red. That's the hottest. Blue is the medium. Let me turn it off now. All right. So I wear long johns, right? I have a long johns top and long johns pants. They come with a battery. I was charging my batteries for tomorrow because I got to go outside. This is the battery, right? You plug it in, you charge it up. There's a little pocket. It sits on your pants on the right hip. You put it in there, you zip it up, you push the button, it turns on the heat. Turns on the heat for like 10 hours, right? You can turn the heat on and off. You have a shirt that does the same thing. The battery goes in a pocket on the right side underneath the arm, like down right above your hip on the right side. So I turn that on when I go outside inside that coat with like my regular clothes, right? Believe me, you're gonna turn that shit off and turn it down, because when those long johns heat up inside that coat, you're gonna feel like it's summertime in the middle of winter. Okay. Listen, I don't play. I live in a very cold city. Let me show you the other things I'll be wearing on my body when I don't have them long johns on. Hold on. Y'all see these body warmers? Okay. These are adhesive body warmers. Let me show you. Oh, I just dropped it and lost the nail. I'm gonna have to glue my nails on. I don't go to the shop no more. It's too expensive. I do the press-ons at home. A little bit of glue and I'm good to go. All right. I take these out the pack. They activate by the air. Shake it up a little bit. Pull off the back, the peel on the back. Stick it on your clothes. Put your coat on. You ain't feeling no weather. Okay? That's how you gotta live in New York City. It's cold as fuck down here. It's not as cold as Chicago or Detroit. They win, but it's still cold. It was 20 degrees yesterday. Today was good. Today was like 36, right? But listen, those days is crazy outside. I put on that coat. I have a thermal hat. Let me show you my thermal hat too. Hold on. I got this off of Amazon too. This is called Botac, right? You see it? That's down and insulation like a coat. Then when you open it up, it has that fuzzy shit inside, so you keep your head warm, right? It has the pieces that go over your ears. Like, hold on. Y'all see that? I got a coat on my head. You see that? Now, on days when it's real cold, the same way I showed y'all those long johns I got on, I got a hat like that too. That when you put it on, you put the battery in it, press the button on the side, and the hat heats up. I don't be feeling no pain in the cold. I'm not having it. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So that's all my winter secrets. Okay. Milano looks good. Yeah. But I only did that because I was like feeling that lady's coat in the store. But let me tell you, I'll go right to H&M. H&M had a fabulous sale. What was it? I went up there Tuesday. I bought a real big fuzzy sweater for $20, right? And because I'm an H&M member, I got, I think it was like 5% off or $5 off, right? Then keep this in mind, y'all. When you go to H&M, they recycle clothes. So you just got to bring 3 articles of old clothes in a bag. You pay at the register, you get 15% off your purchase. Don't forget these things when you're trying to hold on to your money, okay? That's what I do. Y'all do it too. Do that. H&M is the best store in the world to shop to save money. Everybody got old clothes. Sometimes I'll be taking like old socks, old sweaters. Last time I put like some old, we call them shit, pillowcases and 2 old towels and shit. I took that. They was like, okay, we don't really want this, but we're going to take it. I said, why? It's just like a shirt, a t-shirt. Just grind the shit up, use it too. They're like, oh, we're not going to take it next time. I said, okay, no problem. So I throw some t-shirts in the bag, some old shorts, whatever. That's it, just 3 pieces. 3 pieces, 15% off. How you going to beat that? You can't. Do it. So that's it. All right? Now y'all see why I be outside all the time. Don't give a shit, be talking shit, making videos, walking. Because I be warm, boy, warm. I be on fire outside. That's why y'all see me, like the most of the times, always wiping my face and shit with the sweat. Because I got that shit on under my clothes, burning me up. Now you know. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. It was really good to come back and do this with y'all and talk to y'all. I know I've been gone for a long time, but you know something? I'm not going to miss TikTok, but I will tell you that it is very addictive because when I was over there playing with them, I was having so much fun. But yeah, but I'm glad to see it go. It's kind of crazy over there. It really is kind of crazy. But anyway, y'all. Anybody got any last minute something to say, something to ask or whatever? Because I'm getting ready to end the live. So if you got something you want to talk about or say real quick, you can. You can have the floor if you want. I'll put it up. But if you don't want to, then I'll see y'all again soon because y'all know once TikTok going, everybody going to come back to YouTube. YouTube banking on that. You know they are. Oh, and guys, I did not forget. I still have that other channel, in our best interest. I started, and I think I'm gonna do more of this stuff. Just like also like therapy for myself, like talk about things that I do, like just for myself. If you're interested in it, just you can do it or not. Like I'll show y'all how I do things for my hair, my skin, my body, stuff like that, makeup, all that kind of stuff. Because I I had bought the other day an aloe vera leaf. So what I do with the aloe vera leaf is I gut it, I take the pulp out, I put it in the freezer, I make like a grease. And I use that grease for my scalp. I use that grease for my face when I go outside in the cold wind. Instead of Vaseline, I use that aloe vera. It makes your face, like, you see how my face looks very tight? Because it is, I don't know what it does, but it kind of like shrinks the pores. So I use it a lot. And I use that, and I use tea tree. So, pardon me, y'all. So I said, I don't know what else to do with that channel. So I guess I'll make it like, like healthy stuff or things that we could do for each other to just keep our skin looking good, our hair, and then exercise, whatever we want to talk about for our personal bodies, because I don't see a lot of women doing that. And I think we need to always pamper ourselves. And if they are doing it, y'all let me know. Drop them in the comments so I could be over there, because I like to learn shit too. I really do. I mean, and it's important because as you get older, you want to keep your body and your skin as toned as possible so you look good for a long time if you're a very vain person like me, right? And you just want to keep yourself together so that as you get older, your body is good and it doesn't start falling apart on y'all. Because believe me, y'all, so many people I know the same age as me, they could barely walk. They done had like a couple of heart attacks. They in bad shape. They were drinking a lot, drugging a lot, living a crazy life. Now they paying for that shit. So I don't want that to be me. And I don't want it to be y'all. So, maybe whatever I could put up on that channel could be useful. If not, fuck it. Don't watch it. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm done talking. I guess I'll see y'all next time, okay? Have a good night. Kiana, it was good talking to you and seeing you again. It really was. It was good. It's good to see you. Let me see who else is out there. Good night, Stacey Williams. Good night. Go to Sephora, however you say that store, and get the lipstick. If not, order it and it'll come, right? Who else is out there? Kiana, my girl. Who else? Soft Life. You good night too. Love, peace, good night. Anybody else? That was it. Just Kiana, Stacy, Love, Peace, and Soft Life. That's it. All right, my ladies. I'll see y'all next time. Good night. Y'all be safe, okay? Oh, hey, Naya trying to climb up on me and say good night, y'all. Hold on, here you go. Say good night, Naya. Say good night. Good night, everybody. Get off of me, fat dog. Get off of me, monstrous wolf beast, Kupachabra. Good night, y'all. Good night. Kupachabra, get down, Kupachabra. Get down, Kupachabra. Get out of here,